Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to the At the Table podcast.
I'm Shay.
I'm Luis.
We are here at the table.
Yeah, we are literally at the table.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been so long since we've recorded and seen each other that we've been goofing off for like 2 hours.
Literally 2 hours. Yeah.
So it's going to take me a second to lock in. Anyways, not that you guys, well, I guess you can leave comments. How was everyone's Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas, New Year's. Yeah.
Hope it was super swell.
Yeah, hope you guys had a lot of fun, had good food, spent time with family.
Got good presents.
Yeah, what did you get for Christmas?
I got a pair of really sick shoes.
Really sick shoes?
Yeah. I think I need to take them to the doctor.
Huh?
That's a bad joke.
What did you just say? You got Mary Jane's.
No.
Oh, never mind.
I said I need to take them to the doctor. I said
because they're sick. Oh, you're an idiot. I thought you were making a reference that they're like Doc Martens. I don't know why.
It was just a really bad joke.
It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
No, they're super cool. They're Nikes. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, Frank Ocean. Just kidding. That's it? That's all you get?
I was going to keep going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My parents paid for my tire replacement.
Oh, sick.
So that's super sick.
Yeah, that is actually so good.
I know that's...
Saved yourself, what, a grand?
I got this little bracelet charm.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a little shamrock.
Yeah, because you're Irish.
Yeah, because I'm Irish. In case you guys didn't know. I'm like, I can't take myself seriously now. No, they got it when my parents were in Ireland. So they've been holding on to it. Yeah, they've been holding on to it and gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh, that's so nice.
Super cute, super sweet. And then just like a bunch of random little things. What I'm really excited about is that, and I did ask for this, but I got like empty cookbooks or like recipe books.
Yeah.
So that I can write all my recipes in. So I'm super stoked about that.
That's pretty cool.
Because if you're new here, hi, welcome. But I love to bake and I love to cook. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool to like write everything down and have it all in one place. Cause I think in the future, I want to actually like turn it into a cookbook. Cause I know there's like websites.
Yeah.
And I think you could even do it on Canva where you can like turn your recipes into a cookbook.
Right.
So I think that'd be super cool. But
yeah, it would.
Yeah. And then just random little things. Got like earrings. Oh, my friend Hannah, shout out Hannah. She got me a towel warmer.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like the ones from England.
Huh?
Towel warmer, the ones that are all over Europe.
What?
Yeah, it's like a heater. It looks like a heater, but it's a towel warmer.
Oh, the one that like attaches to
Wait, is that what the rice cooker thing is in your bathroom? I was like, what is this rice cooker doing in here, dude?
Yeah, it's basically a giant rice cooker.
I was like, she like got hungry while she was taking a bath. Been there. I was like, yeah, just throw the rice cooker in the freaking
because rice is what I want for sure. It's a towel warmer. And it's fantastic, and I love it.
I was wondering what that was, and I completely forgot to ask. I was like, what is
towel
this?
warmer.
Okay.
It's perfect. I love it. You can put blankets in there, socks.
What does it do? It doesn't steam it.
No, it just heats it.
That's
it gets like
cool.
really freaking hot.
Really?
Yeah. And you can preheat it. So I'll like preheat it to 45 minutes. And then I'll start like while I go in the shower so that once I'm out, it's like freshly done and like super hot. And it's the most magnificent thing ever.
Thanks, pretty
Hannah.
cool.
Shout out, Hannah. Yeah. Those are like the big fun things that I got.
No, I was talking about the ones from Europe where it's like they're always in.
Yeah,
they look like the boiler.
It's like a towel rack.
Yeah, but they look like a boiler and they get hot.
Yeah,
that's where I would throw my towel to dry. Yeah. Because I always wondered what it was, and then the first time like my teammates came over, I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Because I was like, "I've always seen this." I was like. Never knew what it was. I'm
just an American boy.
Yeah, I was like, thought this was a boiler.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, bro, like you throw your towel on there for it to dry, or like if you want a warm towel when you get out of the shower. I was like, oh.
Genius.
used it every single time.
Yeah. No, it's everything. It's so good.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Not much. I didn't get a lot of cool stuff. I got a Rolex. No, I'm just kidding. I got a
Join the club.
got a Lamborghini. Just kidding. No.
Dude, wait, that reminds me super fast. I was talking to Hannah and she got a watch. Like she just like bought herself a watch. And she was like, Hannah, if you're listening to this, I love you. And I just have to tell this story because it's so funny. But she got herself a watch and she was like, oh my gosh, like I've never got myself a watch. Like now I'm in like the big girl watch club. And I was like, oh yeah, me and my Rolly. It's nice to have you.
No,
and I felt so bad. But that was just like such a funny moment. That reminded me of it.
I still have yet to like buy myself a watch.
You should.
I
you seem like a watch guy. Like a nice.
I'm already eyeing something, and they have it at the jeweler at the outlet mall.
Oh.
And but I don't want to buy it new.
Yeah.
And I can't find the exact one that I want used. So I'm like,
that's where it gets hard.
Yeah, it's like either I buy it used for like $4 or I get it brand new for $9.50. I'm like, at this point, I don't even care.
Yeah.
But I want that watch so bad. This is the first watch that I've seen where I'm like, yeah, it's my dream watch.
Which one?
It's a Seiko.
I've heard Seikos are really nice.
I have a Seiko that Clay gifted me.
The one you're wearing?
No, this is a Citizen. It's the Presage as SPB 525. So this is it right here. But it's a navy blue face. It's got like glitter in it. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and there's one that looks similar to it. He found it on Facebook Marketplace, Clay, and he sent it to me. And he was like, dude. And I was like, that ain't it. I was like, it looks like it, but that ain't it.
Yeah.
No, so being serious, what I got for Christmas, I got my sister.
Rolls Royce, right?
yeah, I wish. I got a ramen bowl.
Wait, I love that though.
My sister got me I already forgot which movie it was. It's either Spirited Away or My Neighbor Totoro. She got me a ramen bowl. And it's cool because it has like, it's a taller ramen bowl, so nice. And it has the divots for you to put your chopsticks. Yeah, that's
super sick.
I got that, and then my mom and dad got me a book that's called Scenes from the Bible. And it's like a big book, and so it goes through every chapter and every book of the Bible. And on one side it has like a summary of the book and the story, and then it has like the most like famous verse, and then on the right page it's just like a picture. It's like a drawing or a painting, and so that's like it's like a huge book.
That's cool.
And then my mom got us, my sisters and I, necklaces, and then when you connect the charm, it makes a heart.
Oh,
and it has our names on it.
That's cute.
Excuse me, but it's gold. I don't really wear gold.
Can't relate.
Yeah, I mean, I have a gold watch to like match it, but yeah, I guess it's true.
my new pinky ring
is gold.
14 karat.
I can't tell, like because the light is shining right on it, so I can't tell if it's. I still can't tell.
Okay.
Not the best eyes over here. I probably should have asked for glasses for Christmas.
Yeah. Trip to the eye doctor.
Yeah, I have a gold watch, but I don't really wear it because the clasp is broken. So like I go like this and I'll shake my wrist to like fix it, and the clasp will like unlatch. So I don't really wear it.
That's fair.
And I don't like taking my cross off. I've never taken this off since I put it on.
I've never seen you without it.
Yeah, I've never taken it off since the day I bought it.
Yeah.
Like literally the lady.
That's how I am with this one.
Yeah, the lady that put it on me at the start, she put it on me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm never taking this off." And it's silver, so
you're
it's
like, I'm wearing it out of here actually.
Yeah, and then but yeah, I don't know. Maybe like if I hide it, like if I don't take this off and then throw on the other one and have it out and then wear my gold watch, then I could wear it. But I don't know. That's all
Personally,
I got though.
I'm a fan of mixed metals. Like, who's to say you can't, right?
No, you definitely can. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about it. I didn't really ask for anything for Christmas though. I didn't ask for anything at all. I was gonna ask for cologne,
staple,
and then I didn't because I couldn't figure out which one I wanted. And then came Christmas, and they were like, "Well, you didn't ask, so we got you this." And I was like, "This is more than I could have ever asked for."
Yeah.
So,
I know every Thanksgiving we are like required to have our Christmas list ready.
Yeah.
So it's just like a habit in this house, like your Christmas ready or your Christmas list is ready on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or like they'll hound you every single day.
Yeah, it's fair.
Until it's ready.
That's fair.
And it works out because then it gives you a month.
Yeah.
To get everything squared away.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's how we used to do it, but then we started doing like white elephant just between my family. And then or not white elephant, sorry, Secret Santa.
Okay.
And then this year was really weird. We didn't do anything. We normally spend Christmas at my house. We spent it at my aunt's. And then we also spent New Year's over there. So it was like things felt a little out of whack this year because usually every year we like swap. So we'll spend Christmas over there, but then we'll spend New Year's at our house. But this year we spent like both over there. Yeah. So it was like a little odd. And then like we didn't really prepare for the holidays this year other than decorating our house. Yeah, it did.
This year. I feel like as I get older, it's always just like a little different. But something about this year just felt like...
It felt off.
I think it felt off also because it was like so quick.
Yeah,
like I blinked and it was Christmas, and it was crazy.
Yeah, and then like, blinked and then it was New Year's.
Literally.
Yeah, so it definitely like threw me off.
Yeah, it was just a fast year overall. Yeah. Which let's touch on that too. Like, how was 2025? Give us a quick little lowdown
before I touch into that.
Yeah.
Clay got me a hat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I got Clay's dad a gift. I got him a Lions beanie because he's also a Lions fan. I'm a huge Lions fan.
Yeah.
And then I got Clay. Even
though you just started watching football.
Well, yeah, but I've been supporting the Lions for a couple of years, but this year I actually watched every single game.
Yeah.
The past like 2 years I like watched the game here and there, and I didn't even watch all of it. But this year I really put myself like I was like, no, this year I'm watching every single game. Yeah, I was like, I'm actually paying attention. And then I got Megan a candle. I got Ella a candle. And then I got Clay Eagles hat. Like it looks vintage, so it's like a vintage looking Eagles hat. And then I got him Eagles fuzzy socks.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna love that.
Go Birds.
Yeah. And then he got me. They got me a sick like Toyota trucker hat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like super cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. It was like part of the... Do you remember the brand Huff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Huff collab with Toyota.
That's
cool. It's so cool. It's a dark brown hat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super sick. I wear it like every day now.
Solid.
Just not to work, yeah. Yeah. So, recap of my 2025. 2025 was a very weird year for me.
Crazy.
Super, super weird.
Yeah.
So... starting from January, probably one of the worst months of my life. Going into February, well, actually anywhere from January to like
June.
No, I would say more like May or April were terrible.
Yeah.
In the sense of like couldn't get a job, moved back home, couldn't find a good job, couldn't really understand where I was supposed to be, just kind of like really, really lost. And then February, I moved back home with no money, literally no money. I got to the charging station before I got home because I used to have a Tesla, and it's 0 miles.
Yeah.
I drove like 5 miles with 0 miles on my dash. And I got to the Tesla charging station, filled up my car. Well, filled up, yeah. I charged my car, yeah. And I like couldn't use the supercharger because I had no more money left, and my credit cards were maxed out. And so I was like literally just connecting my car at home for the longest.
Yeah.
And then and then February, like I met everybody. I like this was my first day at our church, and then I just haven't stopped going since then. And that's kind of like where the positive was. Literally the only positive was that up until like June, I finally got a job. And then pretty much from June to now, it's been like, this is probably like the best time of my life. This is probably like the most like trusting, like throughout all that time, like now I understood why I was meant to like stay so obedient and trust the Lord so much, because of how much like in half a year, literally my life changed like 180.
Yeah.
Like I am in a really good career now. Yeah. I like have a new truck. You know, can make enough money to like support myself and the family in the future. And so it's like all these things, like so much positives came out of it. And I literally like, now I understand like what the point was of me trusting in the Lord. I was like, because there was times where obviously like, I'm sure anybody who's been in that situation, like thinks like, oh,
why?
like, yeah, like why am I doing this? Like there was some days where I was like, I'm losing it, you know? But now it makes sense. Now I get it.
Hindsight. Right? Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. I mean, the first half of the year was the absolute worst time of my life. And the second half of the year was the absolute best time of my life that I've ever had. Yeah. Yeah. Up to this point.
Right.
Up to this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool though, when you have like the extreme dualities all in 1 year, and it really makes you like grasp it all of like, it was the lowest but also the highest year that you've had, which is cool. Obviously it's crazy and it makes for an insane year, but
no, literally, like I started off like rock bottom and ended up on like the highest peak I could have ended, you know, and all glory to God for that. But that was just like, that's kind of how it was. And now I was like, that's why it was such a weird year. But it was the first year where I was like mature enough to stay faithful and like actually trust in the Lord 100% throughout that whole year.
And like the consistency.
Yeah. So I feel like, you know, everybody normally has like a testimony of like that moment where you finally understood like what it meant to trust the Lord 100%. All of 2025 was mine. Every single part of it. So
that's good.
What about yours?
My year was insane.
Like
I started this year having, well, I guess last year, which is crazy. I started 2025 like having no idea what I was going to do with my life. Like I was working a full-time job, the same job I'm working now, and I was working part-time as a barista. So that's how I started this year. And I wasn't going to mission anymore. I was going to a different church. And for the first couple months, I was like just working my ass off, pardon my French, like literally working 60, 70 hour weeks, if not more, just between the full-time and the part-time job. And I remember in 2025, my birthday landed on Easter. And I remember just feeling like the weight of that, of like, I get to share my birthday with like one of the most important days in history. And that was like a huge shift change. Like that really set the tone for the rest of my year. And it really just made me like dive in deeper and fall in love harder with Jesus. And I remember in May, so the month after, I quit my part-time job. I quit being a barista in April. And in May, I started going back to mission, back to young adults, and just loving every second of it. And May was also when I decided that I was going to pursue sonography. And so that like came out of nowhere, turned my life upside down, having to take classes again and like go to school again.
Going back to school,
and just like in the meantime, like having the best times of my life, like going out with friends, like spending time with my best friend and like taking trips. Went to Mexico in July and just like traveled, and it was just like the craziest beginning of my year. And it didn't really settle down until I want to say like August. And And, you know, we also started a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
yeah,
crazy.
That is
like,
crazy. Yeah.
I started a podcast with my home dude in the middle of the year. And, like, who does that?
Off a whim.
Total whim.
Total whim.
And, yeah, just, like, closing out the year, it's been a lot of, like, more intentionality and simplicity and just, like, slowing down. Because really the beginning of this year was just insane.
Yeah.
And then I ended the year, you know, I had to take a couple more classes for my prerequisite before I could apply to the program. And I aced those suckers. And yeah, now I'm just like, 2025 in my lens was just like a very transformative year, but also like a stepping stone year. Yeah. Like 2026, like there's a lot that's like, I'm cracking down. There's stuff I got to get done. Like it set me up for success. Like the prereqs, taking the classes, going back to mission, building those friendships, building those connections. 2026 is just like more.
Yeah.
More and better.
Yeah. I think 2025 for me was definitely like so eye-opening about finding truly my identity in Christ. I think that's what it was for me.
That's good.
Is I was able to find my identity in Christ. Like truly, you know, because like I didn't really know what that meant until last year. Right. Until last year happened, you know, like I didn't really understand what that meant. And then I finally understood. That's kind of like what it was for me, because it really was the first year where I could honestly say that like I took my faith very serious. Because before that, like I was just such a, I played Bible a lot before that, you know, and like I'm not afraid to say that. Like I definitely played Bible a lot, like in the years prior, because I gave my life to the Lord, or I, you know, accepted him as, you know, my Lord and Savior in 2019. And since then, I've only ever gone to 2 different churches. Right. And I didn't even start going to church until 2024 in September of 2024. And then Mission is the first church that I've been at where I'm like actually like a part of it. You know, like I'm in the community of Mission. Like you can see me on social media, you know, like all that stuff, you know, like that's how deep into it. Yeah. Dude, I even was on a video for one of the series we did, you know? And so it's like, I'm very, very involved at our church. And like, this is the first time where I'm like, that kind of, when I joined Mission, it was kind of like the first time where I was like, dude, I could never live without church. And I don't know how I did before that. Yeah. You know, it was definitely a very eye-opening year. Yeah. But it's kind of like you said, it was like such a stepping stone. Like, excuse me, I like found what I love. Yeah. You know, like I found out what I love, what I want to do. Yeah. I found out a lot about myself. Yeah. You know, and it definitely made a change. Like I know I talked about it in the first season about how like prior to that, like I would lie a lot. And starting February when I moved back, I've just been honest about literally everything. Like there was no holding back, you know, like this was my chance to meet new people and just be my true self and not care about having to put on a front of this person that I am not, to try to make people like me or for people to think that I'm so cool. Yeah. You know, and this was the first year where I like, people are going to like me for who I am. And if they don't, whatever, you know, and that's kind of like really what it was. And, you know, it's honestly worked out for the best, you know, just like being honest about everything and actually being in my faith, allowing myself to grow and being in community and stepping up in those moments, you know, like doing announcements at YA when I was in YA. Yeah. And then, you know, being a leader of YA. And, you know, after I aged out of YA, you know, I took a step and went to youth, you know, and I serve in youth now. And it's like, I'm a mentor to these kids, you know, and I took such huge steps of faith and just trusted the Lord to work in me through that. And now it's just like, once I woke up like January 1st, I was like, I took a second and I was like, it all makes sense now. I was like, not only do I actually feel like I know myself, I know what I'm into, I know what I like and I dislike, and now I know how to move forward.
Yeah.
So,
and I really like that because every year I try to have, instead of like huge, crazy goals, I try to just have like a word for the year.
Yeah. And
mine was just like along those lines, which I think is funny. My word for 2025 was alignment. And it was all just about like coming into alignment with my identity, what I like, what I don't like, who I am in Christ, what my purpose is. And like literally like looking back, hindsight's 2020. Like it all makes sense. And I really came into alignment. Like I know without a shadow of a doubt, like what my purpose is, what my mission field is, what my calling is, what my career is, the things that I love, the hobbies that I have that I love, like the people, the community that I have, like everything really came into alignment in like exactly the way that I needed it to. Yeah. And for 2026, my word of the year is refinement. Like everything came into alignment. Everything is exactly where it needs to be, that I think. So for 2026, I just want the Lord to like make it better, refine it, take away anything that I think looks good and just like shed it if I don't need it. Like just completely like melt it down and refine it to the best that it possibly could be. Yeah. And that's my goal for 2026 is like work hard, keep my head down and like stay in community and just like have the Lord work where he needs to work and not try to like overcomplicate things or have these like crazy big goals or like just really take it simply and like the Lord is going to work where he wants to work and like take it one day at a time. Because I tend to just like overcomplicate things naturally. And I know that like in 2026, like scratch that, we're going to take it and we're going to just live a more simple life.
You know what's funny is like, this is going to be so funny. I never understood what this whole type A, type B person thing is.
Have you met me?
So until literally I met you, I've heard it everywhere. Yeah. And I'm like, and this is like I'm not taking shots at anybody who's a type A person, but why is it always the people who are type A have the most struggles as far as like just trusting the Lord? Like every time somebody has told me like, oh yeah, it's because I'm type A, I'm like, dude, yeah, that's why you have issues. Like that's why you struggle so much. Listen. And this is like I said, it's like not to like throw shade at anybody who's type A, but even when I've listened to other podcasts of, you know, Christian podcasts and just watched videos and they're like, it's because I'm so type A. And then eventually like you find another video or another episode where they're talking about like, I struggle so much with like not wanting to be in control. I'm like, yeah, dude, you got to like take a step back, breathe. Like,
I'm like, who are you talking to?
It's just like I don't know. I think for me is like, I guess I would fall under the type B person where I'm so laid back and I'm relaxed, but that didn't happen until literally I got my job in June because I was just trusting the Lord and I saw what he did. Yeah. And then literally like everybody remembers this, like in our friend group, like I got promoted 2 weeks into my job. Yeah. And then I stepped down and I got promoted into the position where I am now 2 weeks later. You know what I mean? And like, I saw what the Lord did. And since that day, I've become this quote unquote type B person. And I don't struggle with this. I'm not on a schedule. I'm not on nobody's timing except for God's. And that's honestly why like people always tell me all the time, like, dude, you're always late. Like, yeah, dude. Whose clock are you on? Like, I'm not on your clock. I'm on God's clock. And God's clock is different. You know, like, there's probably a reason as to why I was late. Maybe there was an accident that happened before that I missed. Like, that would have been me if I would have gone there or something like that, you know? But I don't think about all these things. I like before when we first started this podcast, I was such a what if person. Like now I'm just like, dude, who cares? God's in control.
Yeah.
God is on the wheel. He's driving. I'm just sitting in the passenger seat. I'm passenger princess right now, you know, and that's how my life is going to continue to be just because of that. And I'm not saying that like anybody who's type A doesn't trust the Lord. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
It's just
don't be dogging on me.
Yeah. It's just more so that like, I feel like you guys want to dabble just a little bit. Like he's doing everything and you're like, hey God, like what can I do?
No, it is. It's like, it's also, I don't think it's just type A in the sense of like wanting control.
Right.
But it's also type A in the sense of like, I don't know what to do in stillness.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I just sit here and wait?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, what can I do in the meantime?
And you know.
And then when the answer is nothing, I'm like, okay, well, there's something, right? Like.
You know what I do when the answer is nothing? I dive into my word. Or I play video games. Or I hang out with you guys. Like, that's what
just
I do.
Chill.
Yeah, you guys just need to relax.
And that's what I mean. Like 2026, I'm trying to really not overcomplicate things.
Yeah, I think that's the only way.
Because that's what I do. That's what I do. My type A shows up in like overcomplicating and like trying to just add too much because I need something to do. It's not even I want it. It's that like I need to be doing something at all times.
It's like God is steering the wheel on the boat, and you guys like.
And my hands are still there.
Yeah, and your hands are holding on to the wheel. Yeah. It's like, dude, let go.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, like he's steering. I'm just like, just to be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
that's exactly what I mean.
Just for my sanity, you know.
No, dude.
I know it's so bad.
And I'm the kind of person where it's like. I will
say though, I've gotten a lot better at it.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. And I'm more of the person that like God's steering the boat and I'm under.
I'm gonna go drink a beer in the back.
I'm under taking a nap.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm under there taking a nap. I'm like, get there when we get there.
Right.
I'm not. I've had this conversation. Gina, if you're listening, well, I don't have to say if you're listening. I know you're listening. Gina.
Hi, Gina.
Shout out to Gina. I was just having this conversation with Gina not that long ago where I was telling her, like, dude, you just got to stop caring. Like, don't care so much.
Right.
It's
so
like,
how do you do that?
You just stop.
Right. But like, how? That's the thing with type A is like, you can't tell us to do something. I need like an instruction manual.
Find a habit.
Of like how to do it.
Yeah, find a habit. Like, that's what I did.
A habit?
Yeah, like just find something new that you like to do. Like you started doing the
the needlepoint.
Yeah, that.
Look,
like that was that when I found out that that's what you were doing. That's when I was like, oh wow, she's finally taking a break from stressing out so much. I was like, that's why she's been so calm lately. Like, not even kidding. Because every time I would see you, you'd be like, I'm so stressed. And I'm like, and then you started this needlepoint.
That's so funny because I haven't done it in a while.
Oh God.
Wait, that's so funny. So no, basically, I need to like get a hobby.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
No, okay. Literally. Like for me, my hobby is
video games.
It's video games, but because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out my schedule so that I could go to the gym early in the morning rather than like after I get off of work.
Yeah.
The only thing I struggle with is I suck at waking up at 4 a.m. when I already have to be up at 6 a.m. for work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm struggling there, but like
I feel so called out right now. I'm just like processing.
The way I distract myself is on Fridays. Obviously, I don't work, like Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So on Friday nights, me and one of my best friends, Gilbert, every Friday night and Saturday night, we stay up and we play video games. Mm-hmm. Like Friday is like the first day, like, we get a couple hours of video games in because he gets off at like 11.
Yeah.
And he lives in California for context. So this is the only way we can hang out. And, on a
more regular basis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then Saturdays, we wake up, have breakfast, this and that, and then we get to gaming. Mm-hmm. And we play for like maybe an hour or two. And then we do whatever we got to do the rest of the day. And then at night, we play from like 8 p.m. to like midnight, 1 a.m. Mm-hmm. And like, this is not for me to like, this isn't every weekend either. Like I play usually every other weekend unless we find something new where it's like we're having so much fun that like, okay, let's do this every weekend until we get bored.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I feel like that's why I've been so laid back lately, is because like, especially over the holidays, dude, I was off every Thursday. I was like, dude, Wednesday, yeah, we're hopping on the game. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So,
yeah. I mean, as you should.
So, I mean,
Which is crazy in theory because I think I only relax when I have the time. Like no amount of, listen.
no,
Hear
we're
me out.
not doing
Hear
this.
me out. In the time that I have off, that's when I relax. Like no amount of time off can like add up to make me chill. Does that make sense? Like I had Christmas Eve to January 5th off work.
Oh, you're so lucky.
And so like every day I was like so chill. I was like reading, going out to coffee shops, like literally vibing. Okay. But now I'm back at work and doing the podcast and having school and having to study. And now that's when I start stressing out again. No amount of time off like adds up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like when you go on vacation and say you go on vacation for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you come back to the real world and you're like, man,
Yeah. Dang.
I just wish I could go back, you know,
Yeah.
like, so, I mean, yeah, I get it, but it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. No, I get it. So basically, I need to replace my time stressing out with a hobby.
yeah.
Okay, word.
And that goes for everybody.
I'll let you know how that goes.
That goes for everybody.
Right.
Like,
Anybody listening who's also kind of type A and stresses out a lot, I'll keep you posted.
yeah.
I'll be the guinea pig here. Apparently it works because Luis just called me out and said I'd never been more stressed.
Dude, you've never been, I've never seen you so
relaxed.
calm until you started needlepoint. Every time,
You never have brought that up, and I think that's crazy.
and every time I would show up to your house, you'd be like, "Oh, look how far I've gotten." You were actually happy to show me, and I was like, "Okay, cool." Like she's
funny.
chilling now. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm, like,
she's
calm.
chill. Yeah. No, dude.
Aw.
No, and then you quit.
I didn't quit. I just got busy.
No.
Just got a little busy.
No.
I did actually, over the break, I got a whole bunch of thread because I have a bunch of projects that I want to work on. So
I think
I'm making a coaster set, and I'm almost done with the first one. So
out of thread.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I'll show you when they're done.
Okay.
It's too much to explain.
I think I'm gonna pick up running.
I was just thinking that
I think
for
I'm
some
just
reason
gonna-
when you were talking about like all you do is video games.
Yeah,
I was like, you should pick up running. I feel like you would like it.
no, well, it's not that like all I do is play video games. Let's just get that clear. Like Monday through Friday, I don't get to have any fun. I come home.
I was just joking, guys.
Yeah, I come home and, you know, I like have my time with the Lord.
But I just meant that's your like big hobby.
Yeah,
like
that
you
is
don't
my
have
big
any
hobby.
other like good fun big
No,
hobbies.
not really.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, nothing that anybody in our friend group would like to do.
I mean, you're wearing some good running shoes right now.
I am, yeah, and I'm already thinking about buying a new pair after I leave. Like right now.
Wow. Okay.
I might just go buy the all black pair with the white stripes.
Yeah.
Just to have both, the duality
Yeah.
of a man, you know. I don't even know what that means. I've heard it
He
before.
just starts talking out of his butt.
Yeah, I just heard it before.
Okay. The duality of man.
Dude, yeah. No, okay, I'm going to be on. How far are we into this episode?
We're like 30 minutes in. Actually, 40. Listen, guys, when I say we were talking for 2 hours, just chopping it up.
No,
like
literally 2 hours.
We were laughing so hard, I was crying.
Yeah.
I feel like this is how long it's taken, and I'm still not locked in.
But like, okay.
Like, we still have an actual topic to talk about.
we do.
We're getting there,
But
so just hang in.
Hear me
hang
out.
in there.
Hear me out. This is what the podcast is supposed to be like.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like this, though,
For
in so
such
long.
a long time.
Because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the new year and we're feeling funky and fresh.
Yeah, that is why for me.
I feel like I'm pretty calm.
Before we even started recording, we had such a long conversation about timing.
Very long.
About timing, about patience. And you were just like, I don't know. And I was like, dude.
To be specific, we were talking about dating.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call me out, call me out.
We were talking about dating.
Yeah.
I told her that she has to put herself out there, and she was like, I don't know. I don't have time. I'm like, dude, shut up. Yeah.
Well, at first I said I don't like men.
Yeah, which is concerning.
To preface, I preface this to him, and I'll preface it to you guys listening. It's not that I don't like men. It's that I think I've gotten so comfortable being single that I don't like the idea of like having to extend myself to another person.
So bad.
I know it's bad, and I'll work on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
2026 goals: go on a date.
Yeah. The goals for the next month. Find somebody to go on a date with.
I'll send you a selfie.
Just FaceTime me on your date.
Yeah, I'll be like, sorry, it's super quick. I just need to make a call.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm like, no, here at the table. You're in it.
Yeah. That'd be so funny.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be hilarious.
I hang up the phone. He's like, I actually have to go.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
I don't know about that. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not going on any dates, by the way.
Right.
This has nothing to do with me. Yeah.
Right. It's just me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I went on a date for anybody who's curious yet.
Nobody cares.
I hope not.
Everyone's obsessed with your dating life. Spill.
Oh, I wouldn't hope not. Ew. No.
It's like Love Island. This is our reality dating.
Yeah.
For the time being.
Yeah, no, ew. Literally.
Could you imagine?
No.
Oh my word.
A Christian version of like Love Island.
That's crazy.
The first guy that sees like the first pretty girl's like, I'm in love with you. That's how weird Christian men are.
It's like the first week and you're like, you have the ring in your back pocket. You bring a ring with you. I love you. You are the future.
No.
You are the future baby mama of my dreams.
Yeah, God showed you to me in my dream.
I literally met you 3 days ago and I went to bed and I had a dream of you. Can you believe it?
No, dude.
Crazy.
I've had so many conversations about how weird Christian guys are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I feel so bad.
Now do you see my apprehension?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Wanting to date
I see a lot of the hesitation, but let me just preface, and again, I've had this conversation with Gina so many times. I think the reason as to why so many Christian men are weird about dating and how they act when they're interested in somebody is because they don't take that first step of finding the mentorship to show them what it looks like.
Yeah.
You know, because let's be realistic.
I'm going to be so for real. I don't think women do either.
Yeah, no, absolutely
I don't think enough women. I think a lot of Christian women have a mentor, but they don't take advantage of that mentor
to its full capacity.
Especially in a dating season.
Yeah.
Like I barely see that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I think for me, it's like, don't get me wrong. I love to keep, if I ever have one, but I love to keep my love life private. That's just how I've always been.
Yeah.
I'm not like the one to like, dude, I'm posting my girlfriend every day. You know, like if I got married, wouldn't mind posting my wife every day. But like if I'm dating somebody, you know, like I'm not posting you every day. I'm not showing you off to the world.
Yeah.
That's just not how I am. I like to keep things private. Yeah, I like to keep things private. I've always been that way even before Christ.
Yeah.
And but for me, it's like now that I've gotten into the area where like, okay, I've kind of checked off majority of the boxes in what I would say is needed to finally be able to pursue someone, which is for one, financial stability.
And also to preface, we talked about this in, what was it, our mini series?
Yeah, we did.
Last season. So if anyone wants to listen and like more about what he's talking about, listen to last season's mini series about relationships. He talks about like this checklist, but anyways, keep going.
And so I finally am in that area where I have like this financial stability.
Yeah.
Like I'm emotionally available.
Yeah.
You know, I have this confidence in God. I have confidence in my identity in God and all these things.
Yeah.
Or now feel like I would be more than ready to pursue somebody. I just haven't found that person, you know? Well,
no.
we won't get into it.
Right. Hey, we're keeping it private, right? Right.
I will keep that private from the podcast.
Right.
Yeah, I won't tell everybody.
That's between the goons.
Yeah, God forbid. What if they listen to it? Yeah, no.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, but it's
I wonder
been.
if they do.
Yeah, me too. I'm curious.
Hey.
I don't know.
Anyways.
But no, yeah. Where was I? Because now they're just on my mind, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You're just talking about like everything's you feel set up and you feel ready for it.
Yeah, because like you just, I mean, obviously, like as men, especially like Christian, and I would say nowadays majority of us would be in that situation where we like to keep things a little bit more traditional, where we kind of like financially support the family. Yeah. We lead the family as we're supposed to, you know, biblically. Yeah. And
as you should. For any men listening.
Yeah. As you should, literally.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I feel. I feel like that's where I am now, where like I look at my paychecks, I look at my savings account, and I'm like, dude, I would comfortably support like
stacked
mortgage, my truck payment, groceries, bills, whatever I need to, and then whatever my future wife does in her job, you know, like that could be our spending money, even if she makes just a little bit. Like I don't need a lot to be happy, you know. God, give me a house on a hill with the wraparound porch. I'm not asking for much.
Doesn't take a lot. No, the fact wraparound porch is like my number one no-brainer for when I get a house. Like I need it.
It would be cool. They're not common anymore.
I'll build one in if I have to.
I guess that's
like
fair.
It's my house will have one.
I was talking to John and Allie. Shout out John and Allie. Love you guys so much. I was talking to them over lunch after service on Sunday, and we were talking about how one of Allie's friends one of her best friends lives in Tennessee, and they bought one of the like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a kit for a barn dominium.
Oh yeah.
The barn dominium kits. So they bought land in Tennessee, bought the kit, and had the house built out, and it was built completely in like
it's
a month
fast.
and a half.
It's so fast.
Yeah. And we were talking about that, and she was like, "Oh my, like you should do that." Like because I told him about how like the Lord's calling me to South Carolina, and he has been for a while, but I've been ignoring it. Yeah, and so she was like,
"You should." Been ignoring it
recently.
Really?
He called me to South Carolina like 3 to 4 years ago.
You've just been preparing. You're not ignoring it. You've been preparing for it.
No, I ignored it at first.
Oh.
Because at first I was like, ew, why would
not anymore.
I was like, ew, why would I ever move to South Carolina?
Not anymore.
No, absolutely not anymore.
Now you're like, get me the frick out of here.
Now I'm like, Lord, what you've done for me has been exponentially. I will trust you to the ends of the earth. Yeah. That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that and how like, dude, yeah, and it's super cheap.
It is.
It's
really
not
cheap.
that hard to put the kit together. Like all they really have to do is like, the hard part is pouring the concrete and then putting the steel beams, and
it's also
stuff
the
like
perfect like starter house. Like,
dude, it's perfect forever.
It is, but I'm saying as a starter house, like if you ever want to like build something really custom, like however, because barn doors are still like typical, like there's like a standard to it. Yeah. So even if you want to like build out and have like the perfect, your dream custom home, it's like the perfect starter, and then you can sell it. Yeah. Yeah. Literally. Or
and like,
rent it and have it be like the most massive passive income ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, literally, so where I've been looking in South Carolina, land, for like 3.5 acres is like $55,000, which is not a lot of money.
No.
Well, it is a lot of money in a literal sense. Yeah, in theory, it's a lot of money. But when we're talking about what we're talking about, it's not a lot. Yeah. In Arizona, you can't get an acre for less than $150,000.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's not expensive. And then the barn door kit costs you, I don't know, probably like $70,000 for the first part.
That's cheaper than I thought too. And then, I thought it was like 90, 100.
No, they're more. They cost you like about like after everything. So like if you want them to install and everything,
right?
It costs you just about like roughly the most expensive one I saw was like $350.
Okay.
Which is not a lot. It's a brand new home. You can't get a new build. Arizona. Yeah, you can't get a new build for that much in Arizona.
Yeah.
You can get an older home in a bad area for $350 in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well,
little rundown.
Kinda. Because
Depends on where you look.
Yeah, it depends on where you look.
Because like a Surprise, naturally, it's like a family city. Like more families go there, so there's more there. But it is very rare to find like an updated home.
Yes.
In a nice area for like less, I'll even say less than 300. Like that's almost impossible.
Yeah. Like Clay and Megan got the hookup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll be so honest, the Lord blessed them so much in that area because that house, maybe especially in the area where they are, would have never gone for like less than 500 in my opinion. Like that's what I would have anticipated. And so when I heard what they paid, I was like, dude, the Lord blessed you guys so much.
Yeah.
You guys got the hookup from God.
For real.
Yeah. Shout out to God.
For real.
But that's kind of what I mean. It's like $295. You go in debt for that. And I mean, it has everything, kitchen, everything. And I was like, dude, John and Ellie, I was like, Ellie, you're smart. I was like, but guess what? I was already thinking about it.
I'll beat you to it.
Yeah. I was like, I literally told them, I was like, why don't you guys do it? I was like, hey, why don't you guys move to South Carolina too?
Yeah, how about we all go over there?
Literally.
Like, let's plan a mass move of like everybody goes to the East Coast.
Yeah.
I'll be the only one in North Carolina, but that's fine.
You won't be that far. And I love South Carolina so much now. I've fallen in love with it. At first, I hated it. When the Lord first called me there, I ignored it so bad. I was like, ew, why would I ever go there?
Ew.
And now I'm like, this is the place where I'm meant to be, and I'm so in love with South Carolina.
Yeah.
Dude, we're not...
Yeah, we're like an hour and a half. Where are we?
51 minutes in.
I thought it was a lot longer. Should we start?
Should we just make this a catch-up episode?
I'm kind of thinking that too.
Yeah, like, should we literally just make this a catch-up episode?
Super brief. We're an hour in. Just
no, I mean, but like that's kind of what a podcast should be like.
Yeah.
Like I know we're on.
Maybe that's part of my issue is that I feel the need to like structure every episode.
No, dude, this is what it's supposed to be like.
Maybe we should touch very briefly on it.
Yeah, we can.
Just because we already like planned the whole season.
Yeah, we did.
But we don't need to hit every point and have like an hour and a half just on the topic.
Yeah, and I mean. So the reason why I feel like this is going the way it is because of the conversation that we had in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which we won't touch on this episode, I don't think.
No.
But it's kind of like you guys will get it. You guys will understand. But it's just I don't know. I mean, we could touch on it, I guess, yeah. Why not?
Well,
I mean, we kind of are on the topic of it.
I mean, I think if things stay this way, things might change.
That's true.
I think maybe the issue is like the rigidity of like me needing okay, you explain and then because my thought process is like the details of trying to explain what I'm thinking.
I think for me, it's like the way that I see it is like, I think it was very much your type A bleeding into this season. Yeah. Where this season has been kind of rough for the both of us. And we've had this conversation where it's like, if I'm being very honest, like we've both come into this season and we have not been like, wow, I'm so excited to do the podcast. Yeah. Like we haven't been that way. Yeah. But I think it's
literally, this is the first episode in a long time
where we're like, wow.
It's felt like exciting and fun. Like the last really exciting episode I remember making is our very first one.
Yeah.
That's the last time I remember.
I think we thought about it too hard. Yeah. About like wanting to be on topic and this and that. But I think what people, because like, don't get me wrong, everybody who has talked about us about the podcast, like compliments everywhere and thank you guys so much. Yeah. But I feel like the way we've done it is more of like what should be in a 15-minute YouTube video of like, oh my God, tutorial on, like, here's my experience on this, like that's kind of how it should be. And I feel like it's kind of bled into the thing, which is not negative. I think, this is just us learning. For me, the way that I've always, excuse me, I had Chick-fil-A. The way that I've always seen it is kind of like the way that I've always thought about a podcast is like, we come and we talk about whatever. Yeah. and then we find a topic, and then we talk about the topic, and then we kind of move forward.
Yeah.
Like today would have been our topic for today could have been perfectly like dating.
Yeah.
You know, because we talked about it literally for a long time, maybe an hour of the 2 hours before we hit record.
Yeah.
Like that would have been perfect. But I mean, that's just kind of the way I see it. I mean, it's been a hard season, you know, to kind of like have fun and like,
yeah.
I feel like there was so much
and not
structure.
to say that it wasn't fun.
Right.
Because honestly, I'll say this, and like, I don't want to speak for you, but I would like to think the same. Even just like sitting down and chatting and recording, like, again, I've said this almost every time, that each episode we talk for like an hour or 2 hours before every episode. Just catching up, chit-chatting, talking about the most random things. And that's where the fun comes in. And we just haven't had that in so long. And I don't know. I've just missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not to say that I haven't had fun. It's more of like there hasn't been a genuine amount of... and this is just me speaking from my own experiences. Like there hasn't been a lot of like positive emotion coming from me, where I, to be honest, was like every Wednesday I was kind of dreading coming into the podcast, you know, like just a little bit. Like I knew we were going to have fun because like obviously you and I are very, very good friends.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's always fun. But at the same time, it's kind of like...
It felt too rigid. Like,
yeah, it felt way too structured.
Of like,
yeah.
we have to get this done.
Yeah.
And it felt more like a job than like...
Yeah, exactly.
When we first started this, it was very much like, we're super good friends. We love, like, we get along super well.
Yeah.
And we just naturally can talk for hours. So we were like, let's just slap a mic in front of our face.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be fun. And I think you're right. I think a lot of that is my fault. Just in the sense of like me wanting to have like structure. But I do think you're right that it was a part of like the learning curve.
Yeah.
Of like just trying to figure out what works for us.
Which is, it's so funny to think about because it's kind of like when you start a new show and the first season was so good and then the second season come out and it's buns. And then the third season and from there on out, like everything's so good. Yeah. That's just kind of like how it's felt. It's like we're going through our typical second season where it's like, not to say that we haven't shared a lot of good wisdom and like a lot of good, you know, messages with everybody and like stuff that we've learned along this way, you know, on our own, talking about, you know, all the fruits of the spirit. But it's also been like a learning curve of like, you know, we're supposed to have a lot of fun on a podcast while, you know, spreading the gospel and touching on subjects that we want to talk about.
Especially because like with the structure and rigidity, it took out a lot of the personality.
Yes.
So like it wasn't fun because we weren't showing our true selves. And I will say like, even compared to our first episode, like I feel like our personalities have shown more in this episode than the entirety of the podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
As a whole.
100%.
Just like an hour of just like laughing and having fun and talking and catching up. And like, the thing is too, is like just, I think also maybe a part of me leading into having a podcast that's supposed to be a young adult Christian focused podcast was the idea of like, oh, we have to have some substance. Like there needs to be something to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like as two people who love the Lord, like that should come up naturally.
Yeah.
And it does. But I think part of me was like, it needs to have that structure.
Yeah.
In order for it to like count, if that makes sense, like in quotes, count. When we talk about the Lord and his goodness and like all of this stuff,
which
all
was
the time,
literally
which is literally today's episode. Hi guys, this is Fruit of the Spirit goodness.
Yeah.
We're explaining it. Like we have also like been in the midst of his goodness like the entirety of the past year. 2025, since meeting each other, since meeting our friend group, like it just comes up naturally. But I think a part of me was trying to like just try.
Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think we should have started slower.
Yeah, I mean, but that's part of it. You know, it's like it's kind of part of the learning.
The learning curve.
Yeah, it's just like how else were we supposed to learn other than taking that. We took, 3 weeks off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've took 3 weeks off from recording anything on the podcast. I haven't had as much fun on an episode like I have this one.
No, same.
And today's topic was literally the goodness, the fruit of the spirit, goodness.
Yeah.
And this whole episode, we've talked about goodness.
Yeah.
About literally like what I learned last year and how the second half of the year was me understanding the goodness of God. And the first half of my year was me trying to understand the goodness of God.
And it's funny too, because one of my like big notes for today too was like, in order to really taste, because one of the biggest verses is Psalm 34:8, which is taste and see that the Lord is good. Mm-hmm. And obviously like the biggest thing for me is like, in order to really taste it, you have to trust and believe. Mm-hmm. And that was what you were talking about. It was like 2025. It was a lot of just like surrender and obedience and trust.
It was so much surrender. Yeah.
And because of all of that, that's why you tasted the goodness. Yeah. Is because of all of the surrender that led to the beauty of the goodness of God.
Yeah. I was just like this. I haven't looked at the notes until you just said something now, but it says right here, like, what does it look like to choose goodness when no one is watching? Or when it costs something. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's just kind of like, well, I've already seen and I've already tasted the goodness of God. Why wouldn't I continue to choose it, even when I'm alone? Mm. When I'm alone or when I'm around others, like I'm the same way. Yeah. Like I don't change for anybody. Yeah. I didn't change for God. Well, yeah, I did. But, but for the better. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like, I'm honest with God. God is all knowing, He already knows how I am. Yeah. And He's happy with how I am.
Yeah. Well, it also is like a natural change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's another thing I noted down was just like through wanting to spend time with God and like already experiencing His goodness, He starts to change your appetite. Because I mean, living in a sinful world, like our natural instinct is to have an appetite for worldly things. Yeah. And He starts to change your appetite towards like beauty and His goodness. Mm-hmm. And it says in James, like every good and perfect gift is from above. Yeah. And like the more you see it, the more you taste it, the more you recognize it and want it. And I think that's too what we were talking about, like going to 2026, like more of that. Yeah. More of the goodness.
Literally us choosing more goodness.
Yeah.
That's literally what we're talking about. I mean, dude, this couldn't have been like, I mean, for one, it was such an organic conversation from when we hit record until now.
I mean, even in the 2 hours before that.
Yeah. And the whole entire time we're talking about the goodness of God. Yeah. The whole entire time. Yeah. Like I could end the episode right now and I'd be happy because we touched on the subject. We didn't necessarily have to go off of a rubric,
like a blueprint,
a blueprint of like answering these questions and stuff like that. Because we already answered majority of these questions without them being asked. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can say is like, when you're looking for the goodness of God and then the Lord finally shows you His goodness, you're never going to want to go back to anything else.
100%.
That's like that. Yeah. That's your addiction is just continuing on. This is the goodness of God. How can I spread this with other people so that they can experience the goodness of God? That's what it is. Yeah. Once you live through it, and I'm not saying that like, I mean, for all the people who may be going through it, like kind of what I was saying, about my first half of the year was the most horrible time I've ever had in my life. Mm-hmm. And then I got to experience the goodness of God by just staying obedient and trusting in the Lord. Yeah. Because everybody around me was like, dude, when are you going to find a job? When are you going to find a job? And I'm like, dude, it's because you don't get it. Like, I'm just trusting the Lord right now. He's going to work. And look what He's done.
He's cooking.
He's been cooked. Like. Yeah. And it truly is like it also showed me about the importance of God's timing and needing to slow down. Which shout out to Woody. He gifted me a book that literally talks about God's timing and us needing to slow down. And it was such a blessing me reading into this book because I was already at that point where I was starting to, like take a chill pill in my life. And then reading that book was like, this just makes more and more sense as to why I need to calm down. And that's the goodness of God.
Yeah.
Is literally just allowing him to do what he has to do and me having to do the things that I have to do, even if that means nothing.
Yeah.
You know, but I could still choose growth.
Yeah.
I could still choose being in my word and being around my community, going to service every Sunday. Like, I choose to do these things. Yeah. I don't choose to go to the club anymore. I don't choose to go to the bar. I don't choose to go smoke and drink with friends anymore. No, I choose God.
Yeah.
And I choose God.
And I feel like it also like grows in steps to where like, you're right. Like we start to desire those things, but more so like the more we desire it, we also begin to like produce that goodness within ourselves and like in our community. Yeah. And just like showing up and serving on Sundays, or just like, because goodness is different from kindness in the sense of like kindness is just like a kind word. But to me, goodness is like putting it into action, like whether it's popular or not, like the quote unquote right choice for other people. It's like doing it anyways. And I think that that's just like a huge marker too of like, no, I'm going to do what I need to do because the Lord has been telling me to do this. Yeah. And like, that's where the conviction comes in of like, no, I need to do this because like the Lord is telling me to be obedient in this area. And I know that when I do it, not only do I experience his goodness more, but I'm able to produce goodness in my community. So it just like compounds. Like the more you desire it, the more you produce it. The more you produce it, the more others are inspired and are able to like meet the creator, and the cycle just like starts over.
Yeah, literally. It's such a cycle.
Yeah.
It's such a, I mean, we were literally talking about it before where I was telling you how like, I was having that conversation with Gina and she was telling me all these things about me that I sometimes don't like to listen to, you know, 'cause I believe they're not true, you know, but she was telling me how good of a person I am and how good my heart is. And, you know, like, you know, how you know, how I'm so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like my faith shows, you know, and, you know, I choose not to believe those things because I'm like, no, you're just being nice. But, you know, kind of now realizing it, I'm like, now I understand what it looks like to live, not only live through the goodness of God, but share it with other people because people see it. Yeah. People see it, and it, like you said, it inspires others. And it's a cycle because now that they've, like for her, she's told me, you know, that it, not word for word, but in another, you know, using other words, that I'm a product of what it looks like to taste the goodness of God. Yeah. Not only do I get to share that with others and other people get inspired, but, you know, they relay that back to me. And now I'm more inspired to continue to do that. Yeah. So
it's just like cyclical and like compounds. And that's also like, I stressed it so much over so many different episodes, but like, that's why your community matters. Like so deeply. Literally. Is because like, and I think I've said this in an episode before, specifically, like word for word, but you are the sum of the 5 people closest to you. And if the 5 people closest to you, like, don't exude that goodness and like all of the fruits of the Spirit, I mean, first question, like, why you hang out with them? Yeah, literally. Like, sorry, but like, why? Yeah. If that's what you want to produce, which we should want to produce fruits of the Spirit as Christians. Like, that's who you need to surround yourself with. And especially over 2025, like, I've seen that so much of like, especially in our kindness episode, when you had said like, I was an example of a kind person to you. Yeah. I was like, well, I'm kind because I'm friends with so many people who are so kind. Yeah. And it just like wants me to produce and like chase after that in the Father. And like, it's the same with all the fruits of the Spirit. Yeah. And I think something interesting too is like in society, goodness or like being good tends to be used as like an adjective. Yeah. And it's not. I'll just like say that as it is. Good is like it's a thing. It's a noun. Yeah. Like God is good. Like he is that all thing. The time. And all the time. Yes. God is good. But it's not like an adjective of like, oh, the food was good. Yeah. Or like whatever. That's just like so common now of like using it as an adjective, but like real true good is only good because it's a meek impression of God from the original creation.
Right.
If you think something is good in this life, it's because it has the DNA and the blueprint of God within it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Hit and like
yeah, that's it.
Like, I don't know. That's something that's always bugged me.
Yeah.
And especially like thinking more about goodness is like, good is not just like an adjective you throw around to describe a meal.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Before, should we talk about before?
What do you mean?
When we were talking about the podcast before we hit record.
At me if you want
our
to.
first conversation.
Yeah.
So leading into recording today, I had been feeling very like burnt out and just like exhausted and not feeling like I was being authentic, because again, like with the structure of like having to have something ready every time, I feel like I wasn't in the right headspace to continue doing the podcast. And so that was just something that we had briefly talked about. But I think honestly, like today's episode and just like talking like this, like if things keep going this way, I think that changes things. Because like that was a lot of the pressure I think that I was feeling, is like everything has to be like super set and ready and like picture perfect, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think maybe we'll agree on this, but maybe not. You let me know. Maybe look forward to more episodes sounding like this one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also now that we're on the topic, I also was talking to Shay. So I have been having this on my heart, and this is just like a quick, little rundown, but I will kind of segue not out of this podcast, but also into my own separate.
He's cheating on us.
But it's completely towards it. It's for men only. This is just me kind of taking a step of faith. This is something the Lord's been putting on my heart for the past like month and a half to 2 months, of us not really having, or choosing really not to, because of how we are as men. But having those rough conversations that, how do I put it? Like tough men conversations.
Yeah.
Like conversations that are not comfortable for men to have with other men, stuff that we struggle talking about. And I'm not going to make like a separate Instagram. I'm not going to make like a separate anything. This is just going to be on my personal page. I'm just going to be sharing, the content for that whenever it happens. When that time comes, I'll share it on my personal Instagram. And, but like I said, it's geared towards men only. Women are more than welcome to listen. I'm not stopping anybody from listening to it. If you're a girl and you want to listen to a podcast that's literally only for men.
By a man, for men.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it. Like have fun. But yeah, like I've just been having, obviously today's episode kind of just showed me like where we are and where we were, and, the growth that this podcast is having, but also what I need to do for when I take that step of faith in doing my own podcast on my own.
So he'll still be here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Obviously, with me going to school soon, things might change.
Yeah, as far as scheduling and how often episodes might happen. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll move to twice a month instead of every week, maybe once a month.
Yeah, we're not on that, Joe Rogan or Sean Ryan paycheck where we do an episode every day.
Right.
Like, we're not on that.
Can't.
No,
that is so
it's not our job.
feasible.
This is not our job.
No.
This is not where the
fun.
finances come from.
Right. This is something fun that we originally wanted to start to literally just like have a place to talk and like
just
share
serve the
love
Lord
of God.
Yeah. Literally.
So yeah, he'll still be here. I'll still be here for a while.
For a while.
For a while. That's the thing. When I start school, I'm not sure what that's going to look like.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe if we want to continue doing it, I don't know, maybe the episodes that you're not there, I could just have a guest.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's how we could do it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I mean,
yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is things will look different.
Yeah.
From here on out.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah. I think for the rest of the season, episodes are going to sound a lot more like today's.
Yeah. The last couple episodes that we have left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot more relaxed and casual and nothing too crazy and stressful.
Yep.
Speaking to myself about that.
Yeah.
have to lock that in my brain.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just gonna take it easy, and I think a big thing for me too is remembering why I wanted to start this.
Yeah.
And remembering that I wanted to start it because I have a love for like speaking and just like talking things out. Like I love digging deep on big ideas and like getting to the root of things. And that was a place for me to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, episodes are going to look a little different. Hopefully you guys like this a little bit more.
Yeah. Just more genuine, more raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was the whole intention in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it changed really quick.
Very, very quick.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I think that that's not only better for us, but it's better for everybody else too.
Yeah.
Just keep it genuine.
Glimpse into reality.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like so this is how we do things and we're going to do this, you know, like it's not so content creator coded.
Right.
We don't have the content creator accent, you know, like we're not telling you guys how to, you know, look a little more like Christ every day through a tutorial, you know, like this is just us being two other young adults and sharing our life experiences and how we interpret things. And, you know, we always talk about, like, we always share, like, everybody is welcome to comment or say, you know, something like if you feel indifferent about what we said, like tell us, you know, like we love to talk about these things and you know, literally shoot us a DM on our podcast's Instagram, you know, and like we're more than welcome to talk about it on an episode and you know, and touch on what you guys said. So I mean, we're not here because we think we're perfect. We're here because we know we're imperfect. So that's the whole point.
Yeah. So yeah, things will look a little different.
Yep.
Stay along for the ride.
Until then.
Yeah. We'll save you a seat at the table.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
Time.
Bye.
Bye.